Meanwhile, the White House is doing what they do best, blaming others for their issues. This time, it's the baby formula shortage, which has parents across the country struggling and scrambling to feed their infants. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, he claims it's not the administration that messed up, it's the formula makers. Watch.
The administration acted from day one after the recall. We are here because a company was not able to guarantee that its plant was safe, and that plant has shut down. The government does not make baby formula, nor should it. Companies make formula. And one of those companies, a company which, by the way, seems to have 40% market share, messed up.
Interesting. But that company was cleared of any wrongdoing, yet the factory is still shut down. On Friday, President Biden said they should have acted sooner.
Should you have taken those steps sooner before parents got to these shelves and couldn't find formula?
If we'd been better mind readers, I guess we could have, but we moved as quickly as the problem became apparent to us.
Cleanup on aisle. Biden's new press secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre, went on offense to defend the efforts and blamed the formula companies again.
We have been working on this since we learned about this back in February. It's important to remember this shortage exists because Abbott closed the facility, because of safety concerns from the FDA. The FDA is working closely with Abbott to bring the facility back online safely. That's the key here, safely.
Yet they, once again, were cleared of wrongdoing. No one in the administration seems to be on the same page here. And according to Biden's own HHS secretary, the FDA was warned of a potential shortage last year. Now, Abbott is waiting for FDA approval to get back to work making more baby formula, but it could take another 2 weeks. Where is the urgency from anyone here? Can the administration get out of the way before babies starve as families continue to suffer? Joining me now, CATO Institute trade policy analyst Gabriella Beaumont-Smith. Welcome to the show, Gabriella.
Thank you, Kennedy. Thank you for having me.
So I have a couple of questions. One is this factory is shut down, but it could be reopened. And it seems like an arbitrary amount of time, a painful amount of time for parents who are out there looking for baby food. How has the federal government stopped either the importation or the manufacture? How have they impeded that for some of these companies?
I agree that there is a sense of urgency here, and the federal government certainly is not helping the situation. Interestingly, from the clips that you played on Pete Buttigieg, claiming that these companies are the reason why there's a problem, why there's a shortage, but it's actually because of some federal programs and, of course, American protectionism. The federal program, the WIC program, that basically allows for these companies to win state contracts, that has allowed for concentration in the market and less competition. So when one of their factories goes offline, that's going to have a significant impact on the market and on the supply. And because of protectionism, with high tariffs and opaque tariff rate quotas and then non-tariff barriers as a result of FDA regulations, we can't use imports to supplement this short supply.
Yes, and your research has shown that Abbott has contracts with 31 states. So the monopoly comes from the federal program and the states making deals with manufacturers. There doesn't seem to be a lot of concern there if one of these major companies goes offline for any reason. I think parents would be very surprised to hear that there is a 17% import tax, a tariff on imported baby food, when that's all they want. Couldn't they very easily lift that tariff, at least in the short term?
There are calls by members of Congress to waive the tariffs for baby formula imports, and obviously those should be commended. However, we should be going a step further and liberalizing trade overall.
Amen.
There shouldn't be tariffs on imports of baby formula at all, and there shouldn't be tariff rate quotas. We should be supporting a free market and free trade so that Americans have as many options for baby formula as they want. You should be able to go into a store and buy European baby formula, which many American parents want because it provides a different milk base, or they perceive it as being higher quality, or numerous other reasons. So we should be supporting free trade in this market and with those trusted trading partners, such as in the EU.
Well, the FDA head, Robert Califf, went on NBC today and said there's plenty of baby formula, but there's not, because if you're trying to go to the store and you go to, box stores and drug stores and grocery stores and there's no formula, that means for you, there is no formula. And that's when people panic. And bureaucrats who don't have infants, it's very easy for them to say, well, no, it's fine, we have plenty. And you have pointed out that, yes, there is formula available on Amazon, but sometimes when you need it, and there's really no alternative.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And I believe from last week's statistics, national out-of-stock levels reached 43%. So even if there is baby formula sitting around in warehouses, the point is that Americans can't get it.
Yes.
So we need to be figuring out how Americans can get the baby formula.
Well, Gabriella, I don't know if you know this about me, but I love truckers. And they're going to help us out of this crisis. You're absolutely right. Cut the tariffs, free trade, and let the market provide for families who have been harmed by the government. Gabriella, thank you for your time.
Thank you.